We ran a poll of the most common physical symptoms of anxiety, and this video will list the 10 most common in reverse order. We received over 5,000 votes on this poll when we ran it on our old website, so this list has been created with votes from real sufferers and is not the view of one person. If you do have any of these symptoms that we list and you're concerned about them, make sure you book an appointment to see your GP. In at 10 on our list is headaches. Headaches, migraines, very common symptoms of an anxiety disorder. Tension headaches, pressure, the tight band around your head, shooting pains in your head and face or stabbing pains. Some people describe anxiety headaches as feeling like they have a pressure in their head or their head feels like it's about to explode. At 9 is dizziness. And dizziness can often be a trigger which leads to a full-blown panic attack, or it may be one of the scarier symptoms that you'll experience during an anxiety attack. Feeling lightheaded, faint, off balance, unsteady, that you might faint or pass out, or that you might fall over. It might also feel as though you're walking on a boat, on water, that the floor beneath you feels like it's moving up and down or side to side, and that you'll feel that your legs might not support you. You're unsteady, or it's hard to keep your balance. All of those feelings can be attributed to anxiety dizziness. And common causes of anxiety dizziness are taking in too much or too little oxygen when breathing, stress, and fatigue. And 8th on our list is jelly legs or weak legs. Experiencing weak or jelly legs can be a frightening feeling when suffering with anxiety. And when we're in a heightened state of anxiety, the mind and body react by either confronting the perceived fear or running away from it. The same thing happens in the event of an anxiety attack. The blood rushes to your muscles and organs in preparation for a confrontation of some kind. In some cases, the increased rush of blood makes you feel that your legs are suddenly sore. However, your leg muscles are merely reacting to the feelings. Your legs are just getting ready, whether you're going to run away or topple down. When you're in an increased state of anxiety and you feel that your legs are like jelly, your typical reaction would be to give in to this feeling, sit down and wait until it doesn't feel like it anymore, but this won't help. The right response is to continue to use your legs, use up the excess adrenaline which has been released into your system. The 7th most common symptom on our poll was palpitations. It's believed that the cause of heart palpitations may be an over-awareness of our own hearts combined with surges of adrenaline that may occur at random times. All heart palpitations are is heartbeats that suddenly become more noticeable. It might feel like your heart is pounding, fluttering, or beating irregularly, often just for a few seconds or minutes, and you can sometimes also feel these sensations in your throat or neck. Palpitations certainly seem alarming, but in most cases they're harmless and they're not a sign of a problem with your heart. At 6 in our list is sweating. Anxiety activates a natural stress response which causes the body to increase perspiration. It's the readying for the body for a perceived threat of danger, and sweating is a part of what we call the fight or flight response, where the body prepares for danger. Sweating isn't harmful. In fact, sweating is actually good for you. It uses perspiration as a means to expel toxins from the body. 5th on our list is tension and muscle aches. Muscle pain, muscle tension, tight muscles and stiffness are all common symptoms of anxiety. As long as the body's stress remains elevated, one or a group of muscles can remain tight, causing anxiety-related muscle tension symptoms. Things like taking a hot shower, having a massage, doing some yoga or stretching exercises might help with muscle tension. Also, take a look into some progressive muscle relaxation audio exercises where you can work through the various muscle groups to help ease and relax your mind and body. At 4 in our list, shortness of breath. Anxiety-related breathing issues tend to be a result of hyperventilation. Hyperventilation, also known as overbreathing, occurs when your body is receiving too much oxygen and is expelling too much carbon dioxide. Becoming conscious of how you're breathing and having a hard time catching your breath is a common symptom of anxiety. feeling like you have to force yourself to breathe in fear that if you don't, you'll stop breathing or pass out, or for no apparent reason you feel out of breath and find yourself doing an unusual amount of yawning in an attempt to catch your breath. It can also feel like you're so out of breath that you have to gasp for air, or that you can't breathe deep enough. Shortness of breath, when it's related to anxiety, will go away once your breathing returns to normal. If you can control compensating by trying to get too much air, you should be able to get your breathing to feel natural again. Taking a relaxing walk or doing some breathing exercises will help regulate your air intake. At 3 is digestive problems. The mind and the gut have a strong connection. Both are affected by the same hormones and neurotransmitters. Both are extremely sensitive to stress and changes in those chemical patterns. And that's why when you have anxiety, stomach problems are incredibly common. Irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, a condition characterized by stomach aches, cramping, bloating, gas, constipation, and or diarrhea, is basically an anxiety in the digestive tract. And IBS isn't always related to anxiety, but the two often occur together and can make each other worse. Anxiety also releases a great deal of adrenaline, and adrenaline changes the way the body processes nutrients, especially glucose. Whenever your body's nutrient processing changes, it has the potential to affect your overall digestion and stomach comfort. Anxiety may also affect stomach acid. Breathing exercises, your diet and exercise are 3 key things you should look into to try and ease any digestive problems associated with anxiety. Our second most common symptom of anxiety is an increased heart rate, also known as tachycardia. It's a heartbeat described as over 100 beats per minute in a healthy adult. An increase in your heart rate often causes a considerable amount of fear because when it occurs randomly, it makes you think that something is wrong with your heart. It's not uncommon for those with anxiety to know that their heart is fine in general, but when they're experiencing this increased heart rate, they feel as though they're having a heart attack or that one is coming. And once your body is flooded with adrenaline, or if you're hyperventilating, your heartbeat won't slow down until it gets back to its normal balance. Your heart is beating quickly because it needs to. If your heartbeat could be slowed down before your body goes back to normal, you wouldn't get enough blood to the areas that need it. So unfortunately, tachycardia is an anxiety symptom that needs to be waited out. And the best thing that you can do for yourself is to learn to control your anxiety and stop your anxiety from getting out of control. Try some relaxation strategies and breathing techniques that can help you stay calmer in the moment. And the most common physical symptom of anxiety on our list is fatigue and exhaustion. Anxiety is naturally tiring. It can essentially cause both low and high levels of fatigue and leave you feeling physically and mentally drained. Some people simply feel tired throughout the day. Others feel tired only after a panic or anxiety attack. Others might feel extreme fatigue, finding that they need to nap during the day just to make it through. Fatigue can be caused by a number of contributing factors, such as not getting enough sleep, a poor diet, the crash after a panic attack, even depression. Anxiety and fatigue can result in a vicious cycle. Anxiety can cause fatigue because the physical and emotional symptoms are draining. Your body uses up its energy when it's on high alert and ready to deal with threats. Anxiety will also make you feel mentally fatigued because it's exhausting focusing on fear and worry. And this mindset can then also prevent you from falling asleep, and insomnia is a common side effect of anxiety. And the sleepless nights will make you feel even more tired. Fatigue makes it harder to cope with stressful situations, so the problem builds until you can't resolve difficult situations effectively. Fatigue was voted the most common physical symptom of anxiety in our poll, but that doesn't indicate that it's the most debilitating or the worst felt symptom. And if you're experiencing symptoms that didn't make this list, don't worry, it's not because we think they're any less important or any less debilitating. We could probably turn this list into a top 100 symptoms if we really sat and thought about it. Now make sure you hit that subscribe button for more mental health and anxiety related videos. You can find us on Twitter at Anxiety United, on Facebook, facebook.com/anxietyunited, and of course visit our website at www.anxietyunited.co.uk for more information. Peace.